What's happening, everybody? JayShockblast here, and check it out. IGN was strategically partnered with by the folks at NetherRealm to reveal the Black Canary, the newest playable character confirmed for Injustice 2. And we're going to go ahead and check out the gameplay reveal trailer that IGN did a first for. Let's just make sure we got that 1080p. I'm just looking at it paused and it looks all washed out, but let's go ahead and do this thing. I'm not wearing headphones, so hopefully my speakers aren't that loud. Let's go ahead and do it.
Here's a man who can be bought.
Everyone has a price, even you.
So Batman really wants me in?
As long as I sign off that you're ready.
I guess that means I gotta win.
Interesting. So this is Arkham Asylum for a map. Obviously this is the map from the beta. Interesting. Ooh, nice transition. Is that Two-Face? Interesting. Cool. I dig it. I dig it. I really think they did a good job with her. I'm actually really happy with that. May 16th, obviously, 2017. Obviously, they're going to pimp out the Ultimate Edition. Something else coming.
Black Canary wins.
I thought I saw something. Oh, alright. Well, let's go ahead and talk about this. So obviously we've got like the comic version of Black Canary here. This is like kind of their new look Black Canary. I honestly I just got all the back issues for the last ever since Rebirth for pretty much everything DC and everything Marvel, and I'm slowly working my way through it. Black Canary is a character that's been rumored to be involved with this game for a little bit now. There are also some character models on their website, but no Black Canary here, which is interesting. So we'll talk about this in a minute. Black Canary, though, I think she's a great addition to the game. Obviously, she uses her sonics, her sonic voice. And I think one of the great things that I think we're all going to be looking forward to is the possibility of Arrow tie-ins with Kate Cassidy and Katie Lotz as Black Canary or White Canary even. I think that would be fantastic. Some premium skins for that. There's a lot of different looks that the Black Canary has had over the years. Obviously a great, strong female character. You know, we like the diversity of our rosters, and this is really a good choice. I hope the Arrow is there as well. You know, Green Arrow, Arrow, however you want to say it. I mean, I say what you will. I think this story is going to be just a teeny bit different than the story of the first Injustice game. Somebody in one of my other videos brought up a comment of, you know, he died in the last game, but I don't know that this story, I kind of feel like this story branches off kind of like Flashpoint, like a different point, like what would have happened if this, you know? So I think it's kind of a slightly different shift. I don't know. I've not kept up with the Injustice comics, so I can't really speak on that too much. Let's actually mute it and let's just keep it playing again. I thought it was cool hearing Deadshot and seeing a little bit of Deadshot, seeing how they walk up together. Another thing we know is Black Canary, it seems like, is siding with Batman in this. and it looks like the Blue Beetle is trying to get in with Batman. This conversation right here.
So Batman really wants me in?
As long as I sign off that you're ready.
I guess that means I gotta win.
So I really appreciate the way that that works out, and I think Blue Beetle looks kind of interesting. At the same time, he kind of looks like he's just Cyborg in his own way. Granted, very minimal stuff. We've got these little sonic emitters that she throws, which is pretty cool. This is a cool transition. I want to know, and I can't tell, but it looks like that's Two-Face. And I don't know, like with this video being as washed out as it is for 1080p, even on full screen, I don't know if we're going to be able to tell, but I almost felt like that was Two-Face, and that's kind of cool. So, you know, her finisher kind of deal, or her superpower, I should say, you know, it's pretty cool. I think it's not necessarily as flashy as others, but it's exactly what you would expect. I'm wondering what's going to happen with the other birds of prey. I mean, you've got, you know, Batgirl or Batwoman. You've got Huntress. I wonder if any of them are going to get involved somehow. That would make a lot of sense. Birds of Prey is kind of a big time, you know, book, I feel like, for the ladies, if you will. It's a big time draw. So I am going to be purchasing. I've actually already pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition for Xbox One. I'm also going to be buying the Ultimate Edition digitally for the PlayStation 4 probably today, and you get an actual dynamic theme that goes with it, and I'll do a recording of that dynamic theme later on once I have it. But yeah, man, let's talk about some of the other characters too. So they did reveal, obviously, Black Canary for the first time. We have our confirmation that Robin is, in fact, Damian Wayne. I think we've all kind of speculated and known that, but this is a 100% official. Raised from birth by the League of Assassins, Damian Wayne has always struggled with Batman's non-lethal code of honor. Now in direct opposition with his father, Damian seeks a new mentor in Superman, whom he considers to be more of a father than Batman ever was. That's pretty interesting. Love the character model here. They're showing Damian a little bit older than he's normally portrayed, which is really awesome. Here we have Brainiac. Such folly and futility in the grand design. Now, I'm hoping this means Brainiac's playable. That's certainly interesting. Brainiac is a megalomaniac genius who roams the universe, collecting knowledge to increase his intellectual science prowess. Obsessed with establishing his superiority, Brainiac captured Krypton's greatest cities, then eradicated what remained, or so he thought. Tales of the last son of Krypton have reached far into the stars. Now the Collector of Worlds comes to Earth to finish his accumulation of Krypton and discovers a new world worthy of his collection. So that's really interesting. Actually, all right, cool. So we also have a character bio for Poison Ivy, and this is awesome. Like, I'm a sucker for a little redhead here. And, man, Poison Ivy looks dope. I have no more friends. All I have is the green. Dr. Pamela Isley was once an innovative, radical botanical biochemist with a singular goal: make the world safe for plant life to flourish. She joins the society to further their common interest in bringing mankind to its knees, but at heart, Ivy's desire is to ensure that in any new world order, flora dominates fauna. So that's interesting. It sounds like she's whoever this society is, and I'm not going to read all of these right now. You guys can just tell me in the comments. Whoever the society is in this game, you know, that's who she's siding with. I'm assuming that means Batman, but I don't know. Here we go, Bane, and this is a really cool look for Bane. A lot of people are disappointed, I think, that Bane is in this game again, but I feel like that's your fault, you know? Like, you guys made Bane so popular in the Christopher Nolan Batman movie. I thought he was cheesy as hell, personally. I didn't think he was that great, but you guys made him super popular, so here he is. I don't know if he was that popular to play with. From everything I've heard, especially talking to my buddy Venom Exile, aka Tim, I guess it's the other way around. But anyway, talking to him, like, I felt like nobody really played Bane, and everybody is actually kind of wishing Doomsday came back instead of Bane. I could be wrong. I'm not an expert, but alas, after Superman's defeat, Bane was betrayed by the regime and relentlessly pursued by Batman. Having already spent most of his life in prison, he is determined to take revenge against his former regime masters and turn Gotham into a city where his rule is law. So there you go. Those are the 4 new character bios that have been added to the Injustice page. Obviously, we have Batman. Let's see. And you've got, Blue Beetle. You've got the Flash. You've got Harley Quinn. You've got Superman. After the fall of the regime, Superman now remains a permanent resident of a prison built to contain and suppress the Man of Steel. Still grieving the loss of Lois and their unborn son, Superman maintains the peace can only be achieved through subjugation, but as a new threat looms, can old enemies forge new alliances? Interesting. So maybe we can't have Green Arrow. It does sound like this actually doesn't split in another direction. What does it say for her? Blah, blah, blah. She's still determined to protect her family. Kara will fight her cousin's enemies as Supergirl. Interesting. So yeah, nothing all that new otherwise. But yeah, so what do you guys think of Black Canary? I think she looks great. I'm really excited. She's definitely a character that I think a lot of people are gonna really enjoy having added to the game. It's pretty cool stuff. So my setup is so crazy. I've got like everything all the way over here. This is my program that records. So I'm trying to hit stop recording because I can't do it blindly. But yeah, guys, that was insider information you didn't need. What do you guys think of Black Canary? Who do you think we're going to see next? A lot of rumors out there. A long way to go. We still have another 3 months before the game comes out. Obviously, there's an option here where you can pre-order. And I pre-ordered through Best Buy. Obviously, you can get the shaders here. I haven't played a ton of the beta. No, I can't send you the beta code. I don't have any others. Thank you again to the person that sent it to me. I didn't even get one myself. So, you just got to kind of stick it out. Sorry. But you wouldn't believe the amount of messages I get asking me to, like, give them a code or even worse, like console share. No. But, I'm going to get it on both consoles. I'm probably going to play it mostly on PlayStation 4 because I have a Pro. And that's what my buddy Tim has. So let's go ahead and catch you on the next reveal. See ya.